The Prioress prologue is a prayer to the Virgin Mary, worshipping God and asking her to help the narrator tell of God's reverence and guide the tale. In an Asian town, there was a Jewish ghetto at one end of a street, where usury and other activities hateful to Christ took place. The Christian minority in the town opened a school for their children at the other end of the same street. Among the children attending this school was a widow's son, an angelic 7-year-old, who was deeply devoted to his faith. He learned Latin songs at school and could sing his Ave Maria and Alma Redemptoris, a hymn praising the Virgin Mary and revering Christ. One day, as he was walking home from school singing his Alma Redemptoris, he angered the Jews of the city, whose hearts were likened to wasps' nests made by Satan. They hired a murderer who lit the boy's throat and threw his body into a cesspit. The widow searched all night for her missing child, begging the Jews for information, but they refused to help. Jesus gave her the idea to sing where her son had been cast into the pit. As she called out to him, the child, though his throat was slit, began to sing his Alma Redemptoris. The other Christians of the city, amazed by this miracle, sent for the provost. The provost praised Christ and Mary and had the Jews tied up. The child was carried in a grand procession to the nearest abbey, singing all the while. The local provost cursed the Jews and ordered their execution by hanging. Before the child was buried, holy water was sprinkled on him, and he began to speak. The abbot of the abbey questioned how he could sing, and the child answered that the Virgin Mary had placed a grain on his tongue that allowed him to sing. The abbot removed the grain, allowing the child to die and pass on to heaven. The child was buried in a marble tomb as a martyr, and the tale ends with a lament for the young child and a mention of Hugh of Lincoln, a real child martyr, allegedly slain by Jews in Chaucer's day.